sex in China. It just seems like such an out there kind of idea. Or is that the most difficult part of your job?
It's actually not it's actually the easiest part of my job because sex sells. Like, as long as it's about sex, you always get a response.
I think Chinese, like young people in China, are actually quite open about sex. But it's also contradictory in the sense that no one's actually talking about sex. Like, people are opening about it, but like the society, especially on mainstream media, no one's talking about sex. And I think that's a problem because a lot of people are saying that as long as we're talking about in daily lives, why bother about the mainstream media? But that's the kind of stuff you look at every day. And if no one's talking about it on TV or on the internet, and your attitudes towards sex sometimes change, and you think it's something that should be entered the table, and things like teenager pregnancy and suicide selfies, that kind of stuff just happen because no one's talking about it. Because when you're seeking guidance, when you're looking at mainstream media, no one's actually talking about the subject, and you feel like you're helpless. I think that's quite a problem.
Why do you think people are afraid of talking about sex?
Well, it's still part of the traditional culture. I mean, I guess when we were kids, probably this is still going on actually. Right? Parents just won't speak to us about sex. I mean, that's okay, but as I was saying, the media still also don't want to talk about sex, and I think it's part of the traditional cultural thing, I guess. I think the problem is a lot of the mainstream media are trying to treat readers as kids, but you should treat them as adults, and you should assume that all the readers have to have the ability to judge what to do and what not to do. But the problem here is the mainstream media prefer to start talking about sex, and people are going to be crafted. They're going to. But that's just not true. Like, young people have their ability to judge things, and they have to experience certain things in their teenage lives to actually grow up. Right? So, I think it's like, to answer your question, one is probably traditional culture still playing a part in the society, and the other one is probably the media to blame.